Assalamu alaikum baɗigol ngal konton kale bisimillahi koreke momoɓe kerfade jibe kanjin tembenna of course am felale banjul national assembly bunda mbe lorin wolto science ten da mi alon ko mo jamal finditale pour que protest bill fulol mi alon ko wolle nyantana the national assembly walem the judicial officers bill but also of course the national assembly bill mi alon ko wole e nyanta wole natila jang funding kelu ko e mantara contanding e laftale pour nyim bill le kana pass e lafta minkela wolem nyindi ko pour que la pétition taka di national assembly member la wala la speaker mi alon ko le bija minkeda fabaka tombo jarate natale pour que mabe wala jang be dundale nimmol be kacala le mol mi alon ko wolle nata pour que mabe of course am nyim protest jang judicial officers bilo mi alon ko ebe nyanta wolle nata national assembly ko e mantra contanding wala ebe protest kan wala la kola nata jang wala bi ale funding kel jele mi alon ko wolle findira e nyanta danna janne police solu ba fokaye purelo akam dala ko ebe national anthem woni ebe wala lakan science tenteng ebe damen wala national assembly bundado bari e lungole mi alon ko samabe ke kan janne jang science tenteng bari wala be kere njay be min ebe min fakan wala min ko noto di bill pour bilo nyin akana soto
Not to the bill. Not to the bill. Not to the bill. Violence center. Not to the bill. 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 Not to the bill.
Thank you so much. Charles.
In this country, so not known as Gambian youths, we are not going to accept this bill. The bill is not for Gambian people. The bill is for the judicial members and the National Assembly members to enrich themselves as a Gambian youth. We are not going to accept this bill. The bill is not for the Gambian people.
Not on the bill. Not on the bill. Not on the bill. We want the bill to be rejected by the National Assembly. We don't want the bill to even pass the first reading.
We are not going to accept this bill. The bill is not for Gambian people. And we will make sure we stood behind this bill. The bill is not going to be passed, inshallah. If it means us to die, we're going to die. But as a youth of this country, we will not make sure this bill is not passed. As the National Assembly members, we voted them in. The money is for national cake. On that note, as a young people in this country, we will stand behind this bill. This bill is not going to be passed as a law. Let National Assembly members know what we are saying. And this is our frustration. We're calling every youth of this country. We are the young people and we're going to salvage this country, inshallah. We're going to salvage this country, inshallah. These people are not there for our interest. We voted them in for them to serve our interests. These National Assembly members are disgrace to us as Gambians. And we're going to stand beside this bill. This bill is not going to be passed in these National Assembly members. Our National Assembly members, we vote them in. We gave them our loyalty, our support, for them to serve our interests in this National Assembly member. So my National Assembly member, I'm calling on you. Madi Jobate, I'm calling on you. You not to accept this bill. I voted for you, my own now, Madi Jobate, I'm from Serekunda West. So I'm not going to forgive you if you should vote for this thing. I voted for you, and then we are calling each and every National Assembly members, not single out in Madi Jobate alone. We're calling each and every Assembly members to dissuade from this bill. The bill is not in the interest of us as Gambians. And on that note, we thank each and every one of you that have attended this, Buba. I thank you all, Buba.
We believe this country belongs to every citizen. And I think so, our judiciary and our legislative and the executive need to consider the entire citizens of this country, because we here just to make sure that we protest a very peaceful one without no obstacle, without no problem, and at the end of the day we expect at least for our voice to be heard. So once again, Gambia and Gambians should know that we are not opposition, we are not protesting for anything, but rather protesting for the future of Gambia, protesting exactly to achieve something at the end of the day, and we hope our voice will be heard today.
They should not play with us. Let them fear Allah. Allah will ask them. Allah will judge them. We say it. Let them fear Allah. Allah will make them account. We will never forgive them. Farmers are suffering. Teachers are suffering. The police are suffering. Nothing is actually going on here. Let them fear Allah.
yoo xam ne ñu ngi jiite ñu bëgg a jël réew mi ñu roob ko ñu jaarale ko ci loi loolu la ñu bëgg a def minister of justice boo xam ne nii in the history of Gambia musuñoo am minister of justice boo xam ne nii ku bonee ni kii amul exécutif bu bon lañ amee amul exécutif bu baax dëkk boo xam ne nii ñu ne dañoo suloogul dëkk boo xam ne nii ñu ne amul alerte waaye every time ñu ngi seet naka la ñoo increaser wala naka la ñoo improver seen living condition si Gambien si nañ fexe ñun ñëpp ñu jàppoo ñu def benn loxo ñu génne fi bandi yi ñu sànni leen si àlla ci kolson bi loolu moo ñoo dimbali bandi yi nañ leen fexe ñu leen fi génnee.
So surprised that the turnout comes out this way because people are scared. People have fear to come on the streets to talk. All what I'm going to say is Gambians should take the bold step that they should always come out to protest. We are speaking for every Gambian today. We are speaking for the plight of every Gambian. The turnout is a bit disappointing.
So what do you have to tell the politicians of this country?
I will tell the politicians of this country that they do not own this country. This country is not theirs. This country belongs to me, you and them. And we put them in office to deliver services, better services, to change our lives, not to rob us, not to steal from us. So I'm going to tell them that today we are here and we will continue to be here, that their purpose in office is to serve the people of the Gambia.
Thank you so much. So we are going inside where they'll be submitting their, of course, petition to witness the submission. So you can follow us inside, and there are, of course, executive members will present their petition inside the National Assembly, and of course the lawmakers are inside. So
Hello, but this is the media.
Who is? No. Come on. Oh God, sorry. But who is here? But the media is behind.
The media is
so
not
how
in
are the people? How
only three
going
people
to-
enter.
Who is the commander? Hello? No, but order, yeah, party is there, but party, the media is behind. So can you let us inside? Yeah, but they've closed the gate. Let them allow us inside. So guys, we are very sorry for that. There was some confrontation with the police there. We believe that the media should be allowed to enter inside, and actually they allowed few media houses, but after complaints we are considered, and the media is now allowed inside the National Assembly premises. So we are very, very sorry for that. And yes. So Manuel Mafla movie, we are very sorry about Minkira. So signed International Assembly premises currently already. Dami along ko ibe petition no summit lale speaker nyim fintitale Minkira of course Fabakar Tombon Janadi fintitale aning commissioner party Jallo itol lebe binakang nyola police all bijele National Assembly member dolu fanam bijele. So the clerk of the National Assembly fanam bijele So crowd nyimbe bantale, but itolla ila executive members dol bijele mi alon ko iduntale already adawa kono wolem lamin maneti dami alon ko ibe petition o submit lale. So honorable Fabakar Tombon Jata ibadila wala al nyabati la tenteng anin the clerk of the National Assembly itolle be loring wo nyama ale jele so ila executive members wala wolti ila kaytol min be bulletin ting wala ila petition wolti mi alon ko be wala summit kan science tenteng so aliyeto leje wo nyama so the clerk and also the executive members of the this protest group mi alon ko lelota so abe kela abe protest kambin wolem the biloti mi alon ko e nyanta wole table la the National Assembly jang wolem the judicial officers bill and of course the National Assembly member mili alon ko idol fanana bilo ibe so ibina reading kelale ila petition ola iba read lale so
Let us do this. Let us do this, please.
Now go ahead.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Go ahead. So thank you so much. We want to appreciate the media houses for joining us here today.
How he can read?
Oh, sorry. Please, can I see this paper? Can you?
Let us see the paper, please. Hey guys, please. Let's see the paper, please.
Let's move a little bit.
Camera guys, can you please move back a little bit?
Camera guys, move back. Now give us your mic. Give us your mic. Give me your mics. Give me your mics. Yes. We're more wholesome. Give me your mics.
Guys,
Give me your mics.
hold on.
No, give them to me. Don't worry.
Hold on. Guys,
We're wholesome. Go ahead.
let's go back a little bit. Let's go back. What's the paper?
Yes.
Let's go back.
There's another mic.
We'll hold this one.
Let's go a little bit. So you cannot have it.
So that you can we understand.
Please. Let's go back a little bit. So you cannot
No,
have it.
go ahead, boy.
So we, the concerned citizens, together. Hello.
Put the mic down so that we can cover the face.
So thank you.
So we can cover the face.
Let's go on.
No, let's go, boy. Go.
So thank you so much. We want to appreciate the medias for joining us here, as well as our fellow comrades that are out there. We are the executive of the concerned citizens. We are 5 here because that was what was stipulated in the protest permit, that it's supposed to be 5 people that will deliver the demands to the authorities concerned. So to read the statement as well as the demands, the concerned citizens, together with many Gambians, both at home and diaspora, civil servants and private sectors, unemployed and underemployed, wish to convey our concerns through a peaceful protest about the proposed bills in the National Assembly, designed to increase the salaries and pensions of members of National Assembly, as well as remunerations and other entitlements for the judicial officers. It is our belief that the members of the National Assembly have decided to operate unconstitutionally. Hence, the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia, Section 112, subsection B, clearly stipulated that all members shall regard themselves as servants of the people of the Gambia, desist from any conduct by which they seek improperly to enrich themselves or alienate themselves from the people, and shall discharge their duties and functions in the interest of the nation as a whole, and in doing so shall be influenced by the dictates of the conscience and national interest. Regarding the clause from the Constitution, we as concerned citizens and taxpayers who ought to be served by the members of the National Assembly as enshrined in the Constitution are unequivocally opposed to these proposed bills that are aimed at serving the interests and enriching the members of the Parliament and judiciary over the general public as a whole. Sadly, these bills are proposed at a time when the majority of civil servants and private sector employees barely feed their families on their salaries for half of a month due to the escalating rise of or escalating high cost of living. The majority of young people are unemployed, leaving them vulnerable to drugs and irregular migration. Addressing these unfortunate conditions that the majority of the people or Gambians face should be the focus of a house that is supposed to be the guardian of the people by making laws that address the needs and aspirations of the general public. As such, the concerned citizens are making the following demands, which we want the members of parliament to address in the soonest possible time. The demands read: first, withdraw the National Assembly members' salaries and pensions bill. We unequivocally demand that this bill be withdrawn from the Assembly, since it is aimed at serving the interests and enriching the members of parliament over the other civil servants and the general public as a whole. So the second demand is withdraw the judicial officers' remuneration and other entitlements bill. We demand that the National Assembly withdraw the Judicial Officers Bill 2024, which disproportionately allocates national resources to a selected group while neglecting the needs of the broader population. The third demand is fair compensation for all public servants. We call for a fair, balanced approach to compensation for all public servants, ensuring that salaries and benefits are aligned with the country's economic realities and do not create significant disparities. The fourth one is equitable allocation of national resources. We urge the government to prioritize the allocation of national resources to critical sectors such as education, healthcare, security, infrastructure, and agriculture to improve the living standard of all Gambians. The fifth one is accountability for the National Assembly members. We call for mechanisms that will avail the electorate to hold National Assembly members to account for their decisions and actions, ensuring they act in the best interest of their constituents. The sixth one is promotion of social justice. We advocate for policies and promote social justice and reduce income inequality, ensuring that all citizens have the opportunity to live a decent life in the Gambia. The seventh one is National Assembly members should engage electorates before passing critical bills. The National Assembly members should go back to the people who voted them, hear from them, and make decisions based on what majority of those voters want, since they are not representing their only self or only interest, but the interest of the people who voted for them. The final one, which is the 8th point, government to introduce a new pay scale. The government to prioritize the well-being of all civil servants, to introduce salaries and a pension that will ensure teachers, nurses, security personnel, and other key workers receive better salaries, and this also involves the private sector employees. The current pay scale is very poor. We recommend that this proposed pay scale be introduced in the parliament as soon as possible. Failure to attend to our demands, we shall endeavor to organize a nationwide protest, and we shall continue to protest against these bills until our voices are heard and respected by you, the servants of the people. Equally, we want to categorically make it clear that we are your brothers and sisters who are concerned with the life of an ordinary Gambian. We are not in any way a threat to any institution, neither are we selective in fighting for justice, most especially economic justice for our people. We believe that the members of parliament are servants. You will critically look into these demands and respect the voice and concerns of the electorate by addressing these demands. Signed by the president of this movement, Mod Lamin Manjang. So that is.
Can you give us your name?
I am Lamin Mani.
Okay, Mr. Mani.
Sorry, hold on.
Let them have their question.
No, wait, I think we are going to have your mics. No, we are. Take it easy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nte tomu Usman Fadilati wuluta base URR nyakoy so mbejang kanyin kibaro tandi dunia be la anin Gambia banko mume be
ngaje ko nyin kibaro men batandi kam mantra fo kam mol damay milile angale kan moy modol fana be jele mi yalo ikanna kandol fo min be ko manni ka kan aninna jola kan le surwa kan woto ku men bo nyaama pour nga jego me tilim men fay kan me tilim men kele kan ay tilim nyin fral ya tamandi woto nyanda ka fo kan la kan min fana yalo mol milil be ko ma jana ibe suwol kono isa moy ka minefo so komin mba nta be fono la mi yalo ko ma atiya sawa nyamen na nta ba atalala kaje ko komin ndol mu banku dingol la de mi yalo ka fo ko solatale sorry ndol mu banku dingol la de mi yalo ka fo ko ndol solatale andung nawo solalo yake na wilda ngana nganyin kibaro futandi nyim national assembly mo mimun na deputy so woro kunna ndolbe koku ke kanjang amun tolla kelolti amun mul la kelol milbe gambia bantala bangoy ka fo me diaspora amun mon la kelol mil yalan ka fo ke be do ko le ka fo la employ amun mon la kelol mil yalan ka fo ke imantara do ko la anim milil fanan man si do ko la woro kunna man taranda mala ko bari be gambia be la kelol jang ka tenten kaaje ko kule be keri nyim banko kan mi yalon ka fuko amantol nyafa lafta ka wuli nga kele nga je ko ay bo nyim banko kan so walam nyinti ko ye bilo la soto mi yalon ka fuko anata puru ka secteur damman datan ka karado de be je ko la ko selendi minen ketel la joro la fa wala ketel la bilol ni la kudo la fa son tol mal la fol la me an ka fuko o jor sifa kaje ko aytala ay ditol damala me an ka fuko mo jimal be government kono me ala be do kola ibela life be di kan ka do ko ke woro nin joro be kala wala la far be kala jorla anyanda ka kala aytala ni moltema anyama so ntadale nsita kafuta nyoma nga kumol safi mel yalan ka fa kon sulatala gambia sulatala mel be gambia la bantay fanor sulatala wala mun na demand soldi anu nyin demand sol ñi wala na sula kol mbe fula national assembly mole ko kaje ko inyanda kanyin mudala yake hakilo kono sining wala siniginding ni be siri nyang kanyin kumoda kake into action kaje ko yake luwar nyim banko kan yento la kuma ka moy because ntol la ngi sindi nyim palato di fongal man si fongoy naw sula kol follow walam kaje ko yanyim bilo ta me alan ka fako anara pour ka ila etol la salary national assembly député la salary ka lafa wala ka kudo kala ko man la fi bilo nyinna gambe dingol me ale sulada man la fala soro koku ni alan ka fako asunta wala ajarra kedla joro lafa me alan ka fako modol bije inyanda ka jor kendo so because fanal be doku kilingol la ndol man la fo bilo la man la fi yo kan mi alan ka fako wala be wo sembentu yandila na kanol kono kam fulanjang wala nyindi ko ya juredi officer mu neson men fana na fena kaje ko loyal nin ko dol men fana la bilo sambara nan kaje ko fana la joro la fa ani la pension bilo fana le kala fa ndol fana mba fo kange ko dal mel sola ndol banku din sola wal mba fo kange ko man sula o fana la because na keta imma ete tora walla e dingo tora walla e bari muso tora walla e kroma tora walla e bari motora min med laadolo ninga jube ndol mel be jang modol be bantala banko kanjana wala modol be wulo kono dol famal fada dol bamal fada dol be je wol man fasre man basoro de ibe mu fenkol lari so woto kunna nin gambia la resources be tala anyanda ka tala nyama mi yalla anyi nyata because ne mo la fengo mi yalla manyana kadum alkiam lori ba jola na sola ko sabanjang kaje ko ni be compensation o kala ibe nyafitandiro kala membe kala do kulal nyim banko kan ay ke kuti mi alan ka faka be tilinale akana ga kuti mo mel yalan ka fako idam mongol itol mu kebalere ka jotol mu kebalere itol nyanda ka compenser itol da manyana ka compenser ko mo dol be duma jele mimbi ko ticcal sojarol police sol no sol ifanal nyanda ka nyim compensation no sodol kaje ko ifanal se contane ni dara do kudla wado wadi isila do ko ke anyanda ka ke nyamena na sola ko nanen jang kaje ko nim banko la resources wala banko la muna fangol banko ke muna fangol mela ka fo la resources na be talala ay tala nyanda ka tala nyamenna akana ke do tay siado de mialan ka fuko amanyana ka siati nabe talala anyanda ka talale aka tala tema mo be yalan ka fuko nyanda ka mensodo ya sodo imanyana ka mensodo ya ki alalen kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya tuji nyim banko be la fawda manke mo kunkilintati wora no be talala anyanda ka talar nyala membe saferi amanyana ka tala nyala mem mantara saferi na sola ko lulu njang kaje ko national assembly membal ntelenge keje ibe koku ke kan ni pareta nyanda ka kiskisindir ka kolale nyanda ke sindila kaje ko ni ye munke mun dalila kana yake itole yake mun kan kan adi yemen ke muna kana yoke wodo nyanda ke muta nge account kaje ko nge kiskisi yoku wol melke yeke mun dalila kan adu muna na fana yake wol mu kulir mi alan ka foko anyanda ka ke ifana lamira kore ka ke nyim banko kan because na manke momon ni sibono laudla ngana nga bero fayang ay tamon la palaso do at the end of the day abe se molla resources ke anyanda ka ke nyamena na para because aba fala ko nimbare na nyina mota nyinin kala mota fala nyin ke nyamena so amari sa ke no anyanda ka ke nyawo nya so tol man sula wala nyanda ka accountability tanga introduce kaje ko ni bar do kula ye men do ko sanji jalla saf yena ye nyinin ka ye nyimbe ke nyaadi le fo jande lu menete parito na sora ko lulu njang kaje ko na sora ko woro njang kaje ko ibe ko ku ke gang bankola tanko na la suturo anala kairo anin na nyaato tanyanta katara je ni bo ke kan ite be ko ke kan amantara nyil kono la man la fala nyim banko kan tilingo anin nyaato ta tilingo la ka nyaato ta sabu so wore te be ko ku ke kan anyanda ka ke nyin tilingo la koma anyanda ka ke nyin nyaato dal koma so woto kunna momon ni be man sa kunna do ko dawada mbayin kibaro futande kan e fanama ila kibaro kebar ay sun ay dara nyim watol ko nyim kol ko na mi yalan ka ko tilingo nin to nyaay taraji na kuwal wara wulan jang mba fala national assembly member so ko ibe nyim pala so non de mam fure fon ji ndol leliye ke ji ndol bama leliye ke ji ndol fama leliye ke ji walla taray do ko ke yela ber kiso tika ya dila so wata kunna ni te bo dlade iko ikata wo molle la kango itandi dunya la woto walla lafta men nyanta wala kala wal man laf men na yotuje sa ite balon no nyaadi le kafo ko walla lafta ni ne man laf ni man tay yenyi ni ka lafta munela ite ko be sile la bu ngono yemira ñine be data ite ta yoke même be data fe amanke wala be data mo million kilimbe wala be data mo million fula fi so ro kunna ko kunara kaje ko atol nyanda ka futande wala kake banko la luwadi alta suol kono society kono mele be ro fay comme albe campagne waro men alman silan kataje ala la motol mala aleta society kono alni alfare si alni wululale si ale jidin ka ñing kule be keri atal lafta nga ka nyaadi ye men faren ali yoke alman taral fayi albe wolleleji na kuwal wata wulan jang e na sayin jang min mu labang wala mba foka ko government ye jori kuto na fena ye joro na fena me yalan ka foka be beti yala ye joro na fena me yalan ka foka mo be kontana wallahi nyim banko kan non solbe do ko men na mo be nyaabala le police be do ko men na mo be nyaabala ticcal be do ko men na mo be nyaabala sojaral be do ko men na mo be nyaa adu nyilla la do ko garawta do ko mu me beti dunya kono ila la dunya dawda ni ko la dunya tara nyaawdale wallahi ye nyin secteur leta yeke la nyaaton koti because ni mo man sasa ata do ko keno la ni mo man karan abe dala pata sotol ni mo man taral kanta kan ale la banko bula tanko be kala rebelo sinano le yalla attaque ye ko la banko hansa be tinyalal woto nyin dulal mu dulal te mi yalan ka fake ku mayadale woto kunna man sa kunda jori kendolo ni nyim mari le bank ndol man tara jam man ka political modi nga falen ndol na jam pour banko dingol ado banko dingol ay do kulal bele kumfa so woto kunna yanyin jorol na fena me yalon ka fako ma fay banko la disos be ya dila bari ye fanalta ye nyafita wallahi ni wokete la ibadala ni ta do kudla ifana se kontane israel wula be ngala nyum banko la system bo jamena be kolari mbakale mom yale ka jo wuli fula keme lulu banko bi ala ka kordata ka luase wala bonda ka luase fon atamida wuli fula keme lulu bi la dol beji sa yodi dimbaya tiola wa dimbaya tio bo kala muneti abana fala munela wallahi habibina alenga jube ka foko ndol hani manke misri mode hani dino dina ya jela ka foko moy men nyanto momon nyanto ajanda ka diya nyamena woto kunna alenga o jube woto benyen kibaro sindika mbadi mannin kolama albe dunya dawada albe banko dawada ndel baye janne ale din kendol le wulu so wodin kendol le nara kalwale alla nyaato ta jan kaje ko nyim banko anata boyla billahi wallahi tallahi nganya jo boy biringa kato di speaker la nanya jo dalilo keta nyineti ko mune atinna ite be nyim palaso rabia alhamdulillah e kamindo me kasoto nyim banko kan eta dilado dol pije be lala da men so ni sawoyelta imasoto na ulul albe banko kay be koma jana dinngol dol pije fam fata miskinol beje adu itol be le ulul ko do jo kaje ko nyim banko itanyada mune atinna mam futa wo mom manye ma koy ni ya social media juwe wato wade ikamo le mi accident so wala sasar ja koleng amam tan sura babalu na nyamena habibina kayif mune atinna mtol bu ko ngani bala fasoro na banko din wala na nyaajo ngabonne wo dalilo la woto kunna manken silantare ndebe karankane ndonyol be karankane so ntolla na jang amanke political kuti man na jang ka man sakunda sabotage man na jang ka man sakunda neng man na jang ka mo neng mentolo jang mbemba mala jang mbe police le jang mbe no so le jang mbe docteur le jang mbe dunia be jang mbe gambia be jang wassalam ala barak alama alayatul fanal jonal solde mel ben kibaro fu la dunia ko
so MC la mo wara sa teewaay bi fi tay
wa jërëjëf Buuba suma teewaay fi moy na man personally def na ay interview def na ay wax ci ne bill bi dañ ko wara reject man waxuma ne yokkute wata mëna am na ma ne across the board la wa not selective naka increasement because tey police yi soldats yi teachers yi nurse yi ñëpp soxla nañ tey increment messenger yi cleaner yi soxla nañ increment ba lu ñu gis tey mooy benn saari lañ gis mooy député yi judicial bi government bi ñoom ñoo nekk di yokka waaye tey ñu xam ne ñu am lowest and ba tey ni ngay gën a sona man waxuma ne waruñu yokka de boo député yi nga xam ne tey ñoom ñoo nekk si digg député yi seen constituency yi amul yoon yi baax amul ambulance amul lapitaan amul ndox yooyu mu ngi seen constituency yi tey Gambie dafa tollu fu nga xam ne économie hard si bu nekk si réew mi fanaa loolu leen war a gën a adresse dan ne war a ay yokkute di moo yaa nga yokk ay allowance whatever it yaa nga yokk taxe tey ba tey ni yaa ngi doo di sona so government lu war a gën a foog an lu gën a garaaw mooy bill bi juko bandi moo fa nekk juko criminel moo fa nekk lii dafa bokk si draft constitution bi la nekkoon gars yi génnee ko dañ ko génne si draft constitution bi mu nekk separate bill bu nga xam ne tey député NPP yi lu si ëppa ñoom ñoo taxawoon ne bill bi draft constitution bi du nga ko vote because tey bill lii dafa nekk ne judicial lu tax ñu war a jógaay de gis kana benefit waaye teachers yaa ngi struggle no saa ngi député yaa ko député NPP ñoo ko wax soo demee si seen naka seen député nag bu nga député draft constitution bi so ñoom ñoo ñëwaat léegi bëgg a vote lii so kon tey lii dafa nekk lu nga xam ne tey draft constitution bi si 160 millions la gars spend tey lu tax tey ñu reject draft constitution bi bill bi bokkoon na si ak term limite la woon tey suñ ko waree génnee foofu ñu ne waa lañ ko extra génne ko fa léegi mu nekk separate bill lu ma wax mooy across the board laa wax no selective increasement neen yokkal ñëpp balekat bi si office bi nga xam ne si fajar la mu ñëw ibi sa office bale sa office ñoo gën a sonna te ñu leen war a gën a jéem a yokk seen salary ak seen allowance yi ak seen bénéfice yi suñu jeexale seen retire suñu yaay yi dañu bale ba màgget suñu jeexale suñu toogee seen office suñu jeexale sax kenn du am lu leen jox so kon fan lu ma wax mooy député yi nañ bàyyi seen xel ne ni yàlla leen fa teg tey mbooloo bu génn fii tey lii musu am because tey du fi open mooy political party ñoo def bu organise lii tey ay ndaw yi ñoo ko organise taw baa ngee taw ni ngi gis taw bi di génn police yi tey def nañ very good job because lii tam seen féebo la because tey lu ñu xeex nii tam ñoom la ñu xeexal seen ñu am salary am bénéfice nga gis ne tey loolu moo war a am jërëjëf.
Bayo bi mune futande
yeah buwa mayem futande jam bi wolom nyundu ko mobe yalon membe caring banko kan loi nyanta tarlaje loi me yalon ko is for everybody ne atara e ko lafta ka commission ni for the judiciary why not order I mean civil service ndo le même for wolom nyundu ko ne atara there should be a commission for salary issue anyanda kala across board le police ol nyanda ka sotole liberals ol nyanda ka sotole momo do ko even to telephone nyanda ka sotole because mobe ya lon ko Gambia jang na salary man bedia so nim banko la salary man bedia al lefta ka banko la entire salary nyanta ka review or ni ata lefta ka banko la entire salary ni review it is very important alia mexico alia ke mobe so why setting up a commission for the judiciary not for the police not for the teachers not for others this is why Ntolu as the youth of this country, we will rise up Kajako, Nimbilo, Nyakanata, and we are sending this signal, this warning to all the members of the parliament. Kajako, Nimbilo file, pass, Alonko, they are failing the nation. Alonko, they are failing the youth. Alonko, they are failing even our old men. Look at these people, why they came here, because this bill is not a fair bill. I don't mind. This bill, it comes from the draft constitution, it comes from the 1990 constitution. That is not the main issue here. The main issue, if there should be increment, the increment should be across board. And we have to understand one thing. Every increment, the economy of the country, because Bankola economy, Nima Gibe, at the end of it, it goes back to people, they are not even working in the government. Because Bankola economy, now boita, Mano da Beserla, now boita Sugro da Beserla, now boita Kuja Balabekela. So now we are asking the members of the parliament respect the youths of this country, respect the citizens of this country, respect the old people of this country, respect the people who are from this country. The voice of the people must be respected. This is why we are here supporting this movement. Kajoko, this bill is not going to pass, and many other bills, it's not to the interest of the Gambian people. This is our stand, and this is our stand. We will be ready to defend this law. Kajoko, this law will not pass in this parliament. Thank you so much. This is a scam. This is a scam. Electoral Yusuf Alti Bojang. And definitely because of Bango Bitaka Nyami, among fair. I understand. Don't let Joe Sotoka, a better Kenama, don't la Balua Manina, Balua Collar in Bango Kang. Nilming Eke Pur Bancoe, a mantra Bancoe be Cole. From often not a below, remember that I told you, the Cavalier, yes. But remember the Bancola, remember the Bancola, Ibigo Kata. So what I'm told in a B, Nimbilo Minarafe. We reject it, we say no to it. Yes. Banko Konoja. Commanding on Motia Minpa Camp Country. Police Olena, Joe Kendo Tebulo Kono. paramilitary go cannot able. Prison police are there, doctors are there, teachers are there. You understand? Nurses are there. You understand? So Gambia dal abata wartale. So nim better there in thing. Na banko atital no la fansa finti. So nga finti nga ken clienti nga banko je nkana sije nkana patije. Let's join together. It's one Gambia. If that are outside, they say Gambians. They don't say Mandinka or they don't say Dola or Fula or whoever. They don't say that. They say Gambians are here. So this is Gambian issue. We have to come out and join together and fight for our right, our futures, our children's future. Yes. Good. There's no good education. Even the education is very poor. How many students fail? Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? You are not happy. You are not happy. You are not happy. You are not happy. So I got the funding killing cage. What did I remember condemn? I better comparing. I better battery. I better sunering. Back where in the mall band. Back where I know French old bank and the old bank. Not future leaders are no more here. Banko. Mandi banko molo wala binana banko marra as long ora because na ball be fata jiyo kono. So you are not happy.
Yes, Buba. No, I'm going to speak in Mandinka. You understand? Bankola nafulo banko de bela tamadi. So ndetom ansman anjailati taboko do. Im bankola nafulo la mundi. So anu bankola nafulo banko de bela nyana kedengala. So manyana ka bunda kilinda makel kelje wala bunda danda wala balwe tara fisiaring banko nim ko do na balwe badare National Assembly kam men soro jojol kam men soro nyim banko kanja bunda da jamalo ko wala kaso bandi me miro bela iluge mira mena do la dimba balu la nyaari balu nyakendo la men be foara ko no wole continue kadu foara anyun kono wo manke fe a jemde so ndalo men foga National Assembly member so le mole karto fayela jang pri la nyantolle ni manta molla nyanto tankano la yeri sani la place oro bari kana tara jang kam banko de dundi ku ko me alon kon tolla toro da malbe je tolla nafa la beje anu nyim biro mba me so la understand ata succeed la anu na succeed momo a biro nyum fasa nek National Assembly election be fole la sira onal
to ma barka bake men si jamboy wolom pour yeyin tout bilo men na National Assembly jang me alon ko ndelaje ko bilo nyi robbery le beje. There is no national interest in this bill. Nimbilo mu billet me alon ko mo dandan la foto ke fan enrich ba foirol kono so wala na nata jang in solidarity with Gambians kaydande ko nimbilo ma nyana ka read le fon bilo ni we are asking the government through the Minister of Justice to rescind this bill because it have no national interest.
So are you disappointed? Mo jamale min foga wala min diko despite all the campaign but molman fintima.
No yalong molma maratoros. What matters here is the message. The message is sent across. Today we have over 50 media houses here. So the message is going to go across. This is what is important. So this is just the first time. We are coming again. So as we are going, but the most important thing here is let this bill be rejected in totality. Because I'm on national interest lesson. You understand? Being a security officer, its salary is less than $100 in a month. So one person, one old guy is receiving over $600,000. That doesn't make sense. So wala nam fintere nanjang kana balambaya itan di deputy la ka foy ko this bill bankola na fata ji ari kana jiwe bi telebe sirinjam molle sindiyang. There are over 3 million Gambians. So itele lokita 58 people of them to be seated here to represent the whole Gambia. Bini ajiwe karam to dinul bijan and television ngana do call we come here to fight for the people. So let them throw this bill out and know that we are not in support of this bill.
So finally we muna fula mole.
Memang fula mole dra wolam ko ni bangu ko nada nga fonyo nga nyina party kola. Let's fight for the country. It is the most important thing. You understand? Most of us today we don't belong to any party, but we are here to fight for them. So memang fula mole politician all mayor chairman le be fintina let them say no to this bill because this bill have no importance for us. Yeah, Babakar.
Hame kaito le me alango ye wole dada e ka fo me hamo yalo luwa ka follow hamolla na boda hamodo de na ke luwade aka nan hamo mu pour kanyin ke luwade ay hame kaito le dada me alango ka fa ko na mol me alango leben na tilin wala karola e ka fa ko judicial remuneration bill ay wole parende ni National Assembly service bill pour kana nan député bu ngol la bunda dado fondin ke wol na daje ko ni mu bill de me alango anata wato men na banko be kolearing ni nata jibe fonna julola karola men ben kawdo e ka fo me ko banko la debbo den almost $110 billion mi alan ko mu julolti men ben kawla ni nata jibe in terms of unemployment rate is increasing ni nata pour na national budget fund la ba kachala ja every year nga menso de ka fole ko deficit budget deficit. What do we do nga tala nga fonkota loan ta to service that deficit so that we provide the service, or we go in for budget support. Ngaje ko ni wo continue that is not something me ko sustainable. So why can't we look at the programs where we will solve these issues in terms of we will cater for our own national budget. We will not rely on foreign support or foreign budget or any support, because ni moye fuwa bulola na me bada rek ayeta direct dam to kada wala do no ngaje banko dol to wala situation o desai. So wala en kamfande mol fondengel wultana pour que la député kol muda ke kumande ka foy ko atel na dañen député bu ngodo baral fawol mal fan nan mola nan na yalla nan député bu ngodo do banko la luwa même fo wala ñinde ko député be fen tala député bu kono anyanta ka national interest wala nyanta ka gad the voice of the people, well, and the consent of the people is to take it from them. Well, consultation. Me anako ni bilo intentional na nande National Assembly nyanta kadila molla ya fo ko hame kayto fila kana député bu ngodo de ay nyinni nyina fo ya fadam fansi atel la mum wala ite siri wolle jang ite fen you are taking it where mbeti na no ngasi député bu ngodo e ko constituency ale mo tombo je men se kal bulo te kal singote le kal daldi pour kana député bu bara be fen kala anyanta ka boatel le bulo kon so mari mo mamuru ko mol kan ka fo ko bilo fila nata parlement do de e hamone nyinem al sonta falman son so da de bo la concern nalana o manki je so tel ko emina kam pour ko bilo pass do ngaje bil jamal le pasta melan ko amake national interest fokada for commission of inquiry la findings ay mol memuda e found wanted ya nana jane certificate of emergency dibidol ya pass without even talking to the people but luwa nyina yantande ko if commission of inquiry find you wanted ni must dissatisfied with the commission, you go to the court of appeal to appeal against the commission of inquiry. This since it's a finding, it's not a court of law. But nima appeal, that means that you consent to the finding of the, that means that you accepted your guilt. But the video will be passed, Janne. But in the video, can be seated, the legal more follow me and go let you kafu. Tamada outside the Gambia, they pay them immediately. You arm the like cross, you are paid £300 sterling. That's $21,000. Ela clothing allowance is $100,000. Sitting allowance we give you. Extraordinary session we pay you. So you left the offender is catered for them. What more do you need? But the below you mean for the co. What below you move the mailongo, near an deputy bungono, near pass now, near service okay, well a year by before the la do gola. Ite be kala mo de meano ko masakunda be continue la kejo sanji lulo e be jola sanji lulo ko dela service o nyinna awu fenti meano ko ngajo ko an luwa manta amu fennete meano ko amanke banko la interest wala fintindi jambi anu kontanta fonni kol fintidana pour que la hama ko yanda ne kala kampa yanda ne no ngala te danna jang nen dibidol ma mulla kuma ka moy fana sila dol bijel meano ko satano le meano ko bo tala ndum be continue la ko nyim protest sifalke pour na council o banko ka
ñim protest mi alonko protest le mi alonko Gambia Fundingkel wolle protest o ñing kumandi fengo mi alonko amu Gambia Fundingkel tati ngama Fundingkel be nyanda ki da dundije wa bu wani ñim protest jibe serum be ngajele justice minister ay judiciary below table in the National Assembly, and it was turned down by the parliamentarian. Mdal lapa minyin kala o mi ente jahalis munati na ko daga justice minister abe nyim bil kilo murunda na ay mu interested so je fo nyim bilo atele different katambi draft constitution ote every time, and then judiciary bill and in judiciary bill for teachers bill more important, for doctors bill more important, but need am de gavoko Gambia Fundingkel mam bilo ni rate ni aji baby fundingke min baby jam e be la doku o tuje kanana jankela kela fenko ela kamfa itandi kaje ko nyimbilo mu fenede mi alonko nganna angatande maybe tumando bato ningaje justice minister asa lonne ko fundingkel barada ba nyimbilo ka definitely atamu bill cleanade bill sabakono because ni aji be National Assembly bill mimbe nyimbilo koma wala tambida katambi judiciary bill so masakunda ba fo kayne okay anga judiciary bill samana nimbata je ngana la bill di alla me munati nambe parliamentarian o jola parliamentarian o mi alonko ala party ya kumandi that doesn't make sense. Dan nimbe judiciary below tala albe National Assembly al draft constitution samana ye draft constitution samana mi yalon ko banko mo lafta wala bar ñin judiciary bill definitely it doesn't make sense.
Thank you so much.
Bi akarante kontani ko di bage ñimu ko le protest mu ko di mo yalon ko ndaka wala fala mo le all the time ko na lafta na palastio le lamoy na masakunda le lamoy safiro ta bondila no fonsi silo leta nganna kamfa bunda yitandi bring mol even though mol man sianya naka sianya way ñim protest mu kulé kay dandi masakunda la ko Gambian Fundingkel mbatadale ela kola anu ngajere fananko kam famu men kono mba bondilele kalu ñil tudé la faka loi flo mu ndini yana mol fitla buba wo luwal dal yente silandile loi folo wala nga National Assembly tajibe National Assembly molko ni National Assembly ni mo kere National Assembly member wala ni mo kere député na fata sanji killing mbe mbala dindingol jolale wo fango do man si on négocier nole bot buba ka fa mu recall National Assembly ni National Assembly member recall way min ko National Assembly member bayle jumala kele do kula bay ka joko dola iko ni resign wala ndangam fanyo do kula mbada la do kula ngam fanyole bari won mbe jola wo man ke nyama to yati jumale be mota la mu yana ko ay fanyo do kula wala ya bay ka jo iko jojol ni e joji abula e buka do ku do soro wonde to nyati ni dara dunia ko njan jojol le ka consultant noldi e ka do ku do soro with international organizations bari fanam fo jojo te kenola tala ay kunku do ko ke bang wala gadno bone wala kudo bone muna mbe jola wuli wilola e be man sakunda kono e man sakunda bula fana nye jo wuli wilola nyi mutili mbali yaay tajirente yaay bol la ka mol kan anu gammenol manyana ka sikore ngaje man sakunda ay tulumol la ye tulun na kodin num yalan ko aben ranke so kono fonsi wuli nga diamu fonsi wuli nganna bata bunda yitani anu mbi wana mol biya anu kontana bage fondin kel findida do wara nyaawnya fondin kel findida ani next time ni bilo pass mba make sure mo jamaay gana findi nga make sure ko bilo nyinte pass la ate tambila
mimbe keri mbango wolonko birimbe school ko judicial ko three organs of government sodda the judicial, the executive and the National Assembly ko all legend to legend to fair because judicial and executive president on the go tombo but me ko telephone go tombo pour yena nyando fair in Arabic we call this as diplomatic scamming a coalition form of coalition of scammers instead of national say luolo buradule social media luolo bobel tanare boro nyini kabe dani ro nyini kam pour kada over system menna ya rural gabe committee man jiosoro instead national assembly be so le ko kele ya mineke ye president commandi ye judicial commandi ko an coalition form nga banko dingol scam ngan fangola la bolundi ngan eco next of kan nim fara form but dingol la enjoy and this is a signal to them in fact be saying ablandale any people in the Gambia are citizen of Febo. Minajana, Nimambada. Today is just a one signal to tell them that this bill should not pass. But ni mistake that. Ni mistake that you people stand no minna. Bro, I felt the Gambia general correct.
This is the new presidential aspirant for 2026. Why are you here today?
Well, my name is Usman Diallo, the chairman Progressive Movement of the Gambia, but I'm here with, on behalf of the Gambians, just to protest against the judicial officials bill. The government, the decision what they want to have to, take and pass through to the National Assembly so that they can increase their own salary, in which I have called this is a self-interest. It's not a national interest. Gajigo. Yeah, so here, we the youth of the Gambia, we came out here just to, give an alert to the National Assembly so that they can reject this bill. And if they continue, forwarding their process, so we will come out and against them also. And we are coming back, either we are permitted or we are not permitted. We will continue calling the Gambians to come and against this bill till they drop it. And if they continue with it, and we are calling for a national, nationwide strike, Gajigo.
Nkontomu Kamaralati. Natajang to join my colleagues to demonstrate against the bill Mini Alonko. That bill to me is rocking the Gambians. The bill is meant to rock us, to empty our pocket into their own pockets. Yes.
So how do you see the protest today?
The protest is very calm, is very peaceful, is very cordial. We have respect their protocols. Whatever is given to us, we respect it to the latter. But the only disappointment I have from some Gambian, they are good at Facebook. They are good at social media, but when it comes out for physical things, activity, they all remain in their comfort zones. They should come out in their large number to Skajeko. Nyimmanke politikoti, nyimmu banku kanolati, nyimmu ifango kanolati. You cannot imagine, you give a speaker 1.2 million as his salary. 1.2 million. Yana boja ya 600,000 taya diala. Yana boja ya 480,000 taya diala. Ngo dula dole fango ngaji je ko Robin allowance. ROBING intana mo long angale county. What does that mean? They are trying to rob us. That's a Robin allowance. Wa fango bijele fango. Could you imagine? Go and look at it. Your layout on Yinjibe. There is Robin allowance. Huh? Yana boje. Iko ela telephone allowance all. Huh? My brother. You go to Sare Pate. You find a poor farmer, he cannot even have a lafonko naka. Amam masingo soto who's in koraglungo soto. Abe survive no lanyade. Ndela work life. I'm almost 36 years of service. I have served for this country. I was a prison officer from there. I'm at KMC. I'm a manager by my virtue of my position at the council. I'm a manager. But with all that, I know my salary is a little bit better than others. But others who are receiving 4,000, 5,000, 3,000, what are they surviving out of? Huh? Yeah, Jibe, speaker, Nala, deputy speaker, they will go home, within 5 years, they will go home with $15 million. Is that justifiable? Ngo, pass deputy. I am calling on my National Assembly member, who happen to be Honorable Musa Baji. Nia pass, man hago tuye. Man lafi purmoya pass. Allah, you are not speaking my mind. And I'm calling on all the other National Assembly members. Alkana pass. Najim banko fuari atalde. Najim banko batata bakele. Najim banko fang hani no fango tasilol kang. We cannot even clean our backyards. Huh? No. No. Ya kodo nyintala ya talanyo tema wa kodo nyinte wole kela. Yefi pacho sohla unko. Yefi pacho. Alnga di momo yelo tamina yo soto. An average scale earner of this country is $5,000. Average scale earners.
Yeah, I am Mr. San Martin, lawyer by profession. I came in solidarity to make sure that we send a message to the parliamentarians. As we all know, how Mandamunagwa, all of us, well, we came to send a message to the parliamentarians. Our dissatisfaction to the proposed bill that was about to be tabled in a couple of days or so. The truth of the matter is that it is at the wrong time, it comes at the worst time. The Gambian people and the Gambian masses are suffering due to economic hardship, due to a lot of factors and poor governance. So in that sense, if you try to bring a bill that only will favor the few against the masses who are the taxpayers, definitely it doesn't add up, it doesn't make no sense. This message is clear. That's why I come out to register my dissatisfaction like every other Gambian. And number two, we came out here peacefully, as I always want, that it is not about sending negative words or anything like that, but it is about giving a message. And let every parliamentarian take note. Gambian people are watching. If you vote tomorrow, your vote will count against you. So let them also take note of that. This is why we are here. It doesn't matter who the person is. The government must remember that at this time, a lot of people, the backbone of our economy, the nurses, the doctors, the teachers, they are not receiving good pay. Their welfare is not good. So if you want to build the welfare of the few, I think at this time it's wrong. They should also try to bring a framework, a bill for the masses to make sure that their living standards is upgraded. This is why we are here today.
Thank you so much.
Wow, pour wax rek tamit ci gàttal liñ doon wax rek bëgg ñëpp Gambia xam ne rek day ñëw fii pour make sure ñu support solidarity pour wone ne gars yi liñ loo wax bill liñ intend pour pass ñun dañ ko against in the sense ne rek waxtu bim ñëw baaxut wan ñaareel tamit the masses which is the taxpayers ñoom yëpp ñu ngi suffer te fi mu nekk ñëpp xam nañ ne dundu baa ngi métti am na yenn areas yoo xam ne Kololi la Kootu la Bundung la amuñ ndox so su ñuy waree toog tey ñu ne dañoo defar the future of a few loolu is a wrong timing bañuñ ko framework la as a bill but again defaral bill pour mass bi moo wutam moo gën a am solo loolu moo war a am economic conditions yi mass bi ñoom itam mu change ndax tey dund bi métti na so su gaay waree def lii li leen tax tey ñun ñu ñëw pour wane ne understand nga lii waruta jaala su jaalee tamit MP yi nga xam ne dañ ko vote nit ñi dinañ leen bàyyi xel ëllëg su gaay ñëwee pour laajte ka kumo sutiyandi drong wolati nan nata jang pour kan fantandi wolo mu ko ya hamole fena mu mo biloti biro mi ya lonko Gambian bolbe we know that coming is at the wrong timing amam bete ya mol bebe suffer kan economically mol bebe batarinne bi mo jama 5,000 4,000 ikawole soto sarali so natrata inyata jim bilo fena na iko iba pass la abe mo dantanne la future le dadala so ko wolati na molko it's at the wrong timing and definitely ye molla na molta ikanata ya di modolla. It's all about government incompetence and the wrong timing and the bad advice to the system. This is what has happened. Nkawole folatina ala baraka.